Jets are on a 4-game winning streak, playing the best football this franchise has seen probably since 2015. It's a great time to be a Jets fan, and with everything going good, there's been some things that are a little bit concerning, and to me, the number one thing that's concerning is the quarterback play. When I say concern, it's more so for the longer future outlook of this franchise, because Zach Wilson so far has shown an inability to be that franchise quarterback aside from that Pittsburgh Steelers game. Against the Dolphins, he had 200 yards, but he was about game managing. Against the Packers, 110 yards, and then against the Denver Broncos, 121. But to be fair, he has not lost us this game. He's not thrown an interception since that Pittsburgh Steelers game, and right now he's definitely game managing and feeding off of the run game. So we're not asking him to do too much necessarily. So I'm not necessarily upset by his performance at all. He's not losing this game, so that's a great thing. But when it comes to the future optics of the Jets, we're going to need a quarterback that is a franchise quarterback, because once a team does start to hone in on the running game and stops it, even with newly acquired James Robinson and current running back Michael Carter, if the run game is stopped, will the Jets still win? Right now, I'm not sure, and I don't think so is probably my answer because of the numbers that Zach Wilson has put up as of late. Now, there are a few reasons why I think Zach Wilson's performance isn't necessarily quite there yet. The pass protection from the offensive line is very shaky at times. It's either really good or it lets him down and he's running a lot, which we've seen a lot. The play calling, too, has not necessarily helped him at all, too. I think Mike LaFleur is calling plays where it's requiring Zach to take 5-step dropbacks, and the offensive line is not holding up on their end, and receivers are not getting open, or Zach is not processing in time. So those are two big reasons why I think that Zach Wilson is not necessarily making that next step that we all anticipated and really hoped for, because he definitely has the talent to do it. He's the arm. His college film is filled with NFL caliber throws. We're just not seeing it as much anymore in the league, and maybe he's just too scared to throw picks after what happened last season, but at a certain point, he's really got to step up and elevate, and that will probably happen against the New England Patriots, because what does Bill Belichick do? He takes away what your team is best at. The Patriots will probably stop our run game. And it's really this is going to be a test for Zach Wilson. Can he beat a team with his arm, or will he lose us the game with his arm? Hopefully the answer is the first option. He beats the team with his arm, but here are some concerning numbers. With Zach Wilson, when kept clean, his yards per attempt is 9.1. Very good. When he's under pressure, 1.7. That's very noticeable. That is pretty much more than 7 yards a difference when under pressure and kept clean. Now, obviously, you could say, yeah, well, when he's under pressure, it's going to go to the running back or a tight end or a shorter route, so yeah. But here about this one. Completion percentage while kept clean, 75%. That's very good. That's outstanding, right? He's doing great when he's protected. He's taking care of the football, not making mistakes. Tip of the cap to him. That's great. But completion percentage when under pressure, 16.1%. That is unacceptable. That is very, very ugly. That is a extremely concerning number. When I saw this on Twitter, this is very bad, because if Zach Wilson has the slightest bit of adversity in his face, right now this season, he's not shown that he can handle it or step into his throws even when there is pressure. We see him bail a lot, and you know what? Good on him for running and trying to escape, but sometimes you got to be that pure pocket passer and step into the throw when there's pressure in your face. Know where your hot reads are going to be. If there's pressure coming, you have to know these things as a quarterback. You need to know these tangible things. And Zach Wilson just simply needs a little bit more film study with that, I think. So those numbers are very concerning for Zach Wilson. And listen, with Elijah Moore, we don't know what's going to happen to him. Will he play another snap for us? Probably, but for all I know, we could trade him away next week. And if we lose him, this receiving core, while it's not bad at all by any means, Corey Davis, Garrett Wilson, and Braxton Berrios is the 3-punch. I like it a lot, but it's definitely noticeably worse than with Corey Davis, Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore, and then Berrios. So if Elijah Moore comes back, hopefully it can help Zach Wilson, but if he's gone, it might be a little bit tougher for him to do some things. And we also have tight ends too. So there's an adequate amount of weapons on this football team to where Zach should be able to find open guys, or guys should be getting open, and he can get the football to them in time. But right now, it just hasn't really appeared to be so. And hopefully it gets fixed, because by the end of the season, if Zach Wilson does not take that next step and show that he can really be a true NFL quarterback by beating teams with his arm, stepping in, and elevating the team when there's adversity, then we might need to search for a new franchise quarterback, or at least keeping a tab on next year's draft or some free agent quarterbacks. after his third year is done. So let me know what you all think about this. I know it's a little bit scary to talk about. Is he the franchise quarterback? Is he not? Because he's only played 17 career games. So it's about one season, but the timeline for the Jets has appeared to have extremely fast forward at this point. We are 5-2. Let me know what you think about this video. I'd love to hear all on anything, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.